Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to week 7. We will be beginning week 7, of course, tomorrow. And there are two main things that you will need to do during week 7. The first is finish reading Raisin in the Sun. Finish reading it and finish watching it. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on Act 3. Again, it's one of my favorite plays. It's a very powerful play, and I think it is relatable to a lot of different audiences and readers in a lot of different ways. Many of us have felt frustrations similar to those we see in Walter and Beneatha and Mama and Ruth, possibly even Travis, who is caught in a bit of a typhoon of type A personalities. So you need to finish the play and you need to get down some thoughts on the play in this week's discussion board. Now I'm going to do my screen share here so that we can take a look at this week's discussion board. Okay, so here is our week. Here is our folder. And here we have the discussion assignment. How are Walter and Beneatha affected by the gender norms of their society? Answer in 4 to 5 sentences for each character. Ideally, just to keep it simple, you would have a 4 to 5 sentence paragraph about Walter to start with, and then a 4 to 5 sentence paragraph about Beneatha. Or you could flip that, but my point is separating them into 2 paragraphs would be an easy way to be understood and be an easy way to make the discussion flow better. So 1 paragraph for each character, because certainly gender norms and gender issues are a huge part of this play. Lorraine Hansberry had a lot to say about expectations related to masculinity and femininity. And I personally think she did a really good job of saying what she had to say without a lot of negative judgments, without denying sympathy to one perspective or the other. Really, if you want to look at the character who worst represents masculinity, the absolute worst idea of manhood that you can find, it isn't Walter, it's George Murchison. So sadly, it doesn't look like you would have much of an opportunity to express many thoughts on him in your discussion unless you just wanted to. Because, Lord, if ever a character got on my nerves, it's that guy. But anyway, that's the first thing you need to do. You need to finish the play, and you need to give the play some thought and put your thoughts into this particular discussion question. The due dates are the same as they've always been since the beginning of the quarter. Wednesday at midnight, post your initial response. And by Sunday at midnight, you need to have responded to at least 2 classmates. And I want to say that I have been up to now very pleased with the level of responses that I have gotten to the discussion board, meaning you guys have been keeping up with the discussion board, you've been doing what you've been asked to do, and you haven't been lapsing with regard to making sure you make at least 1 post on the discussion board. So please keep up the good work. And I know that as the quarter moves towards its end, that we may get a little bit tired and may think, oh, well, if I put this off, I can get back to it later. Do not start phoning things in. The bulk of your grade is actually in the next weeks. Speaking of it, on Sunday night, you will have your second major essay assignment due. So please be sure that you set aside plenty of time to get this assignment ready. I will go ahead and give you a look at the topics here. Write a clear, well-supported essay on one of the following topics. And you've got your choices here, you've got your guidelines, and the link you can use to get here is either of these links should work. Either of these links should take you to the assignment. And of course, if you click on this, you will have your assignment information and the details on how to upload your files. So this will be due Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so you do have a bit of a busy week ahead. If you've got any questions during the week, just shoot me an email. You can also visit me during my virtual office hours, which are between 10 and 11 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I will look forward to hearing and reading your thoughts, not only in the discussion board with regard to A Raisin in the Sun, but also in your essays as you share your thoughts and observations on either Harrison Bergeron or The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas in essay form. Please be sure, by the way, to double space your essay. I had some people not do this last time. A lot of people turned in single spaced essays. Do not single space your essay. If you submit a single spaced essay, I am not going to mark it because single spaced essays are very, very difficult to mark. I will grade it, but I'm not going to mark it, at least not as extensively as I would if you had turned in a properly formatted, double spaced word processed essay. So good luck with everything and happy week 7.